All right, y'all, back with another video on a weekly recap on the craziness that's been going down. We got a lot to cover, so I want to kind of be brief on everything, but I definitely want to start off with this situation because I was waiting for Travis Scott to have some type of response when it came to Pusha T and Pacific when he was dissing him on So Be It. I still haven't heard anything. And for me, when it comes to him getting dissed on that, like, what Pusha T said definitely deserves a response from Travis. Like, in my opinion, Travis is the biggest bitch right now for not responding. And I know y'all are gonna say, oh, well, it's only been a couple of weeks and this and that. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, how long did it take for even Kendrick to have a response? He took about 17 days before he dropped Euphoria. So I don't want to hear it. And it's you young niggas who put up the shot clock anyways. Like, rap beef never had a time limit until you knew niggas started coming around. So keeping that same fucking energy because y'all knew niggas is on some weird shit. Where the fuck is his response? Where the fuck is his diss? Because I know if niggas was talking about my baby mama like that, oh God, it would probably be past making a diss track. It would be like, nigga, when I see you, I'ma touch you type shit. Because what Pusha T said was, I gotta admit, it was hella disrespectful. He was talking about his baby mama not needing him, his baby mama leaving him, and he referred to his baby mama as a bitch. Now, obviously, I know they're not together, so don't even come with that bullshit. They have a baby. So there's a level of respect that you don't cross when you talk about a man's baby mama. Like, you just don't fucking do it. Pusha T said, where that line at so I could fucking cross it. And I respect that nigga for that, because you already know how I feel about Pusha T. Where's your response at, Travis? It's nowhere to be found. But this rollout, though, because that's really what I want to talk about. These niggas, this Clips album, listen, I'm about to tell y'all niggas right now, this Clips album is about to be amazing, immaculate. Their rollout is perfect. And I'm only going to play a couple of seconds of this because I don't want to get copyrighted.
Doing pirouettes inside of my snow globe. Shopping sprees in Soho. You had to see it.
But yeah, if y'all haven't checked out this, make sure y'all go and check that out. But that's all I'm going to say about the whole Clip situation. So we could just go ahead and move on to the next thing. The next thing I want to talk about is this whole issue that's been going on with Trump and his quote unquote big beautiful bill, because
all-nighter on Capitol Hill. The Senate narrowly advancing President Trump's so-called big beautiful bill, but much more work is ahead to get the tax cut and spending bill across the finish line. And one Republican senator is feeling the pressure after opposing the legislation. Here's ABC's Jay O'Brien back on Capitol Hill tonight.
Tonight, on the eve of a marathon series of votes on President Trump's so-called big beautiful bill, a stunning twist. One of the bill's most outspoken GOP opponents drawing Trump's ire and announcing he will not run for re-election. Senator Thom Tillis, one of two Republicans who voted against advancing Trump's signature bill last night, writing his decision not to seek a third term is not a hard choice. Just hours earlier, Trump blasting the GOP senator for his opposition to the legislation in a lengthy social media post, threatening to support primary challengers against him and saying he made a big mistake for America. Tillis concerned over the bill's proposed cuts to Medicaid, now warning that lawmakers who embrace bipartisanship and independence are, quote, becoming an endangered species. Following a standstill on the Senate floor, Trump's mega bill finally inching forward, clearing a key procedural hurdle.
Now, when it comes to this whole situation, I don't really want to give my political views on here because that's not what this fucking channel is about. But I do want to make sure that y'all are informed because this shit is getting pretty crazy. I'm not going to give my opinion on this though, but just this affects all of us though. That's why I needed to put this in here But moving right along, let's talk about these Labubu dolls, because these Labubu dolls are apparently possessed now. So I'm gonna play this clip and then I'll come back with my commentary.
I knew nothing about them. I see now that I have looked up some things online that people have been talking about these dolls for a while, but I guess they're starting to trend again, because on TikTok I saw people saying that these dolls are starting to cause some paranormal things to happen. They say that the dolls follow them with their eyes when they're walking around. They feel like an eerie presence with the dolls in the room. You know, people are saying their anxiety gets high and other things. So, you know, things being moved around, typical of demonic objects. When you bring them into your house, they cause all this paranormal activity to happen. So they're saying that it's the doll's fault. Now, I don't have one of these dolls. I can only go by what I see on the internet. But what we can do is do a little bit of research to who the creator of these dolls are and what brought about the need for him to make these dolls. So let's go ahead and let's.
Now, I don't want to play this whole thing, but the gist of this is that these Labubu dolls are apparently possessed now. Well, not now, but people are finding out the hard way that they're possessed. And I've been seeing some stories on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, all over the social media about these things. And apparently they're changing like eye colors. Some of them are like, well, you heard the video explain what they're doing, like just some weird shit. But I will say this, the devil is very sneaky. He makes things that are very appealing, things that we want, things that we naturally want to own. So I'm not saying it's bullshit, but I am saying that me on a personal level, I've never seen one of them dolls in person. So I'm not really going to give my opinion on whether I think this is real or not. But if you are someone or you know someone, if your lady has some of these dolls, just be mindful, because like spirits and the devil and devil worshiping and all that other shit, like it's not just a made up thing that we all just fucking made up one day and was like, oh, the devil's real. Like, no, this shit, spirits are fucking real, whether you want to believe it or not. And I feel like something like this could definitely open a floodgate to that type of shit. So just be mindful. If you are a collector, if your girl's a collector, you know, whatever the case may be, just be mindful, like cautious, because this shit is crazy. But moving right along, this whole Justin Bieber situation is pretty crazy. So I definitely want to get into this. Apparently the paparazzi was outside of his house trying to ask him some questions, and this nigga snapped. And I'll give the rest of my commentary after I play a little clip of this. So just go ahead and check this out.
You'll take this video out of context like you always do. You'll take this video out of context. You think I'm an idiot, bro? You'll take this video out of context like you always do. You think I'm an idiot, bro? You'll take this video out of context like you always do. You think I'm an idiot, bro?
I'm not thinking you're
You think I'm an idiot, bro? You'll take this video out of context like you always do.
I don't think you are.
You think I'm at my wit's end is what I am at.
My bad about the commercial, y'all. Y'all know how YouTube be.
You're a nice guy, Justin.
I'm demanding respect.
I don't know why you mad like that.
You confuse my anger with disrespect. It's anger because you're disrespecting me. You don't get to disrespect me and get away with it.
I'm not gonna respect you, bro, at all.
You don't get to disrespect me and get away with it. No, not tonight, sir. Not tonight, sir. Not tonight. None of you get to do that and take this video out of context and say Justin lost his mind.
No,
you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. You don't
damn. I just wanted to point out this lady sitting in the cut right here. Trying to be seen, but not trying to be seen. Got her face halfway covered, but she's still in the fucking shot. I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, this whole situation is pretty sad. This, honestly, the first thing I thought of when I seen this shit was when Britney Spears had her fucking mental break and she shaved her head and the paparazzi was taking pictures of her. This is exactly what I fucking thought about. Like, instantly came to my fucking mind. Like, people have a breaking point. We're all humans. Like, we all have bad days. We all have good days. We all get fed up when it comes to shit. And, like, if y'all showing up outside of this man's house unwanted and he's telling y'all, like, don't ask questions, don't take pictures, and y'all still steady fucking going in, like, what do you expect this nigga to do? I feel like they wanted him to react on some dumb shit so they could catch it on camera, just like they did with Britney. And then if you aren't aware that when Britney lost her mind and she shaved her head, that shit had lasting consequences. Like, her dad was able to take over her money with that conservatorship whole situation. So this is a big deal. Like, I don't like this. Like, this shit left a bad taste in my mouth when I seen it. Not on Justin's part, because I get it. Like, I fucking get it. But on the paparazzi, like, we need some laws against paparazzi and what they can and cannot do, because showing up outside of a nigga's house, asking him unwanted questions when he's clearly not in the mood, when he's clearly not in the right, well, I don't want to say not in the right headspace, because he could easily just be pissed off right now. But I feel like Justin's not in the right headspace in this point in time. And for you to be trying to get that shit on camera and try to make it into a story for clicks and views, not cool. Like, not fucking cool at all. Like, so my heart goes out to Justin. Like, hopefully you stay strong, King, because I know a lot of people hating on that nigga right now, but, like, you gotta understand, Justin's a fucking person. He's been famous since he was a little ass fucking kid. Like, he came on the scene when he was with that baby voice. So he's been dealing with y'all stupid ass paparazzi for too long. I feel like it's only a matter of time before people just not feeling that shit no more. You know what I mean? Like, he's not even as famous as he once was. He's like, bro, back the fuck up. Like, I'm not even like, he's probably feeling like I'm not even this important for y'all to be fucking attacking me like this. But yeah, that's my little 2 cents. If you want to watch this whole video, it's on page 6. So you go ahead, and it's a whole 11-minute video. So I'm definitely not going to play all of it. But the last thing that I want to talk about is this Jim Jones situation, because it's still going on, bro. So I'm going to play a little clip of this and then I'm going to come back with my opinion.
I was just getting brewing. That's when Biggie, Nas, and Jay was like really
like. And they also were spending millions of dollars on marketing money that even if an artist went platinum, he still didn't recoup.
Exactly.
Because they spent so much money on marketing and blowing. I'm an independent artist. Let's not forget that. Everything that I've done has been on my own merit. And there's no comparison to nobody. What I did for the music market in New York was add something new, and that was doing your own shit. Independent records, signed to an independent label in the beginning. I'm still an independent artist right now. I try to do the major thing to end up saying, now you could just go and sign me out because it didn't work in my favor. You know, so let's not forget all these different variables that I bring to the table.
When people didn't know about that,
and this is with no comparison. It's not, like I think that people are looking at this and they forget about the amount of work that I've put in and the amount of things that I've put on the table of the culture. Hands down, can't nobody argue with me about that. I've done some things that people will never, ever be able to duplicate or recreate again inside of this industry. You know
I remember when Jim came to me, he wanted me to come meet him. I was in Harlem. He said, yo, come meet me. I came in.
Now, this nigga talking about, I give him props for being an independent artist, but I don't fully believe that because he was part of Dipset. Like, nigga, you was a part of Dipset. Dipset's one of the biggest hip-hop trios of my time. I know I'm kind of an old nigga, but like of my time, like Dipset was definitely fucking killing shit. But I feel like, were you completely 100% independent, especially when you were part of Dipset and you had that clout from Dipset and everybody knew who the fuck you were because of Dipset? Can you really still be on that fucking independent shit? But my whole thing is like, why are you still comparing yourself to Nas, bro? Like, let me paint this picture for y'all. Nas is on top of Mount Rushmore, right? This nigga is selling the tickets for you to get into Mount Rushmore, to come look at the fucking mountain. That's the best comparison I got for y'all, and I'm just gonna leave that at that. But my thing is that I'm not no Nas fan. I grew up listening to Dipset and Jim Jones way more than I ever listened to Nas. And this is still fucking ridiculous. Like, at some point, you're gonna have to let this shit die down because you're just tarnishing whatever legacy that people feel like you have or have not accomplished by now. Like, this shouldn't even be talked about, bro. This should not even be talked about. Like, just why? Like, why are we comparing Jim to Nas? Why are we doing it? And more so, why does Jim Jones feel the need to prove himself at this point? Like, if you've already done what you said you did, you don't have to be that nigga that's going around talking about, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. Because your shit and your accomplishments should speak for you. You know what I mean? Like, your shit should speak for you. You shouldn't have to fucking... It's like the nigga who claims he's beat up everybody. But in reality, nigga, you only got lucky and laid out one nigga. That's how I feel like Jim Jones is acting right now. And now that you got lucky and laid out one nigga, now you like, oh yeah, nigga, I did this. Ain't nobody could see me, nigga. Like, oh, nigga, like, no, bro. If you're really big and bad, if you're really that accomplished, if you're really that decorated, you don't have to speak about nothing, nigga. Just shut the fuck up. That's all I'm gonna say about it. This video is already too long, so hopefully y'all like my weekly recap. I'm trying to get better with this, you know what I mean? I got my angles right, you know what I mean? I got a little bit of the room set up, so y'all just tap in with me, fucking tap in with me. I'm gonna be getting better at these, I promise.